Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we're looking at GoingGear's EDC Club. All right, new month, new bag of goodies. So we have a little paper explaining what's going on. Of course, our cool jelly decal comes every single month. So let's see what this is. Blue Collar EDC, handmade in Iowa. BC EDC. So, all right. So this is, I guess, for one of these items. We'll figure it out, but anyway, there's a coupon code, 20% off a sheath for the Rogan USA Mini Scout. Oh, cool. All right, so we're going to start there. I guess this is, oh, okay. So this is some kind of a tool, and this is a coupon for the sheath, if you want a sheath for it. So, 100% American made Rogan. Sounds interesting. Let's break into it, see what's going on here. Okay, we have looks like some paracord here, so you could do maybe a wrap on the handle. Let's get this paperwork out so I can read about it a little bit. We don't need that. That was the makeshift sheath. All right, so here's a little instructions on how to do a paracord wrap. All right, so we'll do that to that later. All right, so this is a Spade Tool, Rogan Spade Tools. Here are some of the many uses. You can digging holes and gardening, splitting logs via batoning. You can prying away roots and bark, hammering in tent stakes. There's a finger choil for spear lashing, pot lifter, or molly strap. Okay, so that's interesting. So it's kind of a general purpose tool. Would have been nice if the sheath was already included. I don't think I've ever seen this before. This is something that's totally new to me. All right, so essentially we have a chunk of steel here, a couple notches cut out, and it has a pretty extreme chisel ground blade. All right, it has an edge, but it's not sharp like to slice through things. All right, it's just basically as everything that was just described. It's just an all-purpose kind of pry tool. For it sounds like mostly gardening, mostly hanging outside and doing gardening stuff, which I've been doing a lot of this year, so I'll certainly try it. I'll try to pry with it and dig with it and do all those other things. So seems pretty interesting. Like I said, a little disappointing there's no sheath included with it, but I guess it obviously would add to the cost. So let's see real quick. I'm curious what they normally sell this for. $69. All right, so let's see. Mininch. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's wrong. That's this tool, I think. The Rogan. There we go. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Rogan USA Scout Mini, $35. So it says dig, split, pry, hammer. This spade tool is designed for work in the garden, on your car. I don't know what you can do with your car with that. That's stuck in or stuck drawer in the kitchen or anything else you want to throw it at. Rogan USA was kind enough to produce a video on how to wrap the handle with the included length of paracord. So you can check that out on the YouTube page, Rogan USA. So yeah, I mean, $35, it's cool and everything. I mean, for $35, I'd want just a simple little Kydex sheath or something, just to cover this, because it's sharp enough, where you just don't want this kind of loose. You go to grab it, and you could slice yourself a little bit with it. It is, ground on the backside just ever so slightly. I mean, it's interesting. I'll beat the heck out of it. You definitely need a paracord wrap though. It's not like it's sharp or anything, but it's just, that bare metal handle. You need a little something to hold on to. But that's kind of interesting. All right, so let's see what else this is. I guess that's this tool right here then. Mininch Tool Pen Premium, $69. Says the perfect streamlined EDC bit set. It incorporates the utility of a bit set into a convenient, sleek tool that can easily fit in your pocket, vehicle, or EDC bag. The tool pen comes with a total of 16 bits and fits a total of 6 at a time. Pick your favorite 6 and load them up, never to be without the tool you need. All right, so that sounds cool. Sounds kind of like like a screwdriver pen, essentially. Some tabs here, so all right. Yeah, pretty cool. I never heard of this brand either. This is all new stuff to me. All right, user instructions. It says grab and pull the first bit out of the front of the tube and insert it into the back. Okay, we've seen this before. Or I say we, but I've seen this before. I'm sure you have too. In fact, I got one for my father for Christmas or Father's Day. Actually, you know what? I think it was Father's Day. It's just a regular, screwdriver with a bunch of different bits, and you push one through the back, and it, pops out of the front. So it's a pretty common design. Only this one, I guess, is, smaller productions, and it's in a pen size, which is pretty cool. Ooh, magnetic cap, I like that a lot. And then we got a Phillips in the front, so you just pop it out the front, looks like, and push it through the back to push through and expose a new bit. That's pretty cool. Looks like there's some extra bits in here. So you can, I think it holds 6, right? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 view windows. And I wonder, let me zoom in here so you can see this. The zoom window does in fact show what the bits are. That's pretty cool, actually. So it looks like on the bits themselves, it says what it is on all sides. So this way, if you need a specific bit, like let's say I want to use one of the Torx bits or something. You know what? I might have to push this back through the back. But let's say, yeah, I want to use one of the Torx bits or something. I can look through and see what bits are actually here, and okay, it's the second one in, fourth one in, whatever it happens to be. So that's kind of interesting. I like that a lot, so you're not kind of just fishing through blindly. Let's see all the bits here. Let's take them all out. I wonder, I don't know, I don't think I could take the rest out. I need something to poke through, because obviously you need to push the old bit through. So like these hex bit, I probably won't use those. Let's see, I want all 3 sized flatheads, and looks like there's 2 Phillips. All right, so I just set this up how I would prefer to carry it. The ones that I'm keeping off to the side are all the hex bits. All right, from small to large, there's 4 different sizes here, as well as the square bits, which I've never used. I have these in various tools, but I've never had to use a square bit before. And then 3 out of the 4 Torx bits, all right, the larger sizes. So what I kept in here was 3 sizes flathead, both sizes of Phillips head, and then the smallest Torx on the end, which is a T10. All right, so T10 Torx, 2 Phillips, and 3 flatheads. All right, so that should pretty much cover most screw heads that I'm going to come in contact with outside of pivots on knives and stuff. The T10 is a little bit large for some knives. Well, I should say most knives, for at least the pivot and the hardware. I like the T6, T8, T9, and T10 are usually the 4 that I'll keep on hand, so like my EDC bag and stuff. But anyway, that's pretty cool. I do like the magnetic top. Like I said, if you have to get to a specific bit, you would just cycle through. All right, there's 6 here, so you can cycle through 6 times to get back to that original one, and they'll just keep pushing forward. All right, they only fit in one way. All right, so if you go to push it in, it doesn't work. You have to obviously rotate it so that it lines up with the shape of that bit. And yeah, you can just rotate through until you get to the bit you need. The whole thing seems pretty solid. So I cycle through, that's that last bit, the T10, the Torx bit. And then we're back to the small flathead. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I actually really like this. I mean, they're saying this usually sells for $69. It's a lot. I mean, I can appreciate a quality tool. This is definitely a quality tool. It's just in the higher end of things. I certainly wouldn't have purchased this myself for $69. Getting it in a club like this, I mean, that's the whole point of these clubs, these monthly clubs, is the surprise, right? You don't have to be into the surprise. You don't have to, buy into a question mark. You can, of course, go back and buy specific months that you wanted. But I'm all for the surprise, and it exposes me to all kinds of gear that I normally wouldn't have interest in. This is really cool. This is something that will definitely get used that I would never have purchased. This is something that will definitely get used, which I never would have picked either. I never would have bought something like this. But I'll be able to test it out and try it out just because of this surprise. So like I said, it's totally hit and miss. It just depends on whether you like surprises or not. I'll tell you, I have to figure out a way to store this. I will not be buying the sheath. I just don't want to spend the money on the sheath for this. I might have just a generic sheath that I'll fit into, or something. I'll just some kind of wrap that'll keep it from being exposed. But it is nice. They do have a coupon code in case you did want to buy the sheath. If it's a tool you find you're using all the time, you can complete that. But yeah, that's this month's GoingGear EDC Club. Kind of cool, definitely different. Again, very useful tools, but things I normally wouldn't have picked. You guys know, generally speaking, folding knives, they get used the most. I mean, I'm using folding knives constantly. Obviously flashlights, it's always cool. But this month they changed it up. Did something a little bit different here with this pen style bit set and this Rogan tool, which again, I never heard of either one of these. So that's kind of what's cool about this, is being exposed to all kinds of stuff you never even knew existed, which is always nice. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. Hopefully you have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.